Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast where we bring you the latest news and updates from around the world. We have a lot of exciting stories to share with you, but first, let's dive into our top story. In a significant development in the Middle East peace process, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected a U.S.-backed plan for Hamas to disarm in Gaza in exchange for an eventual Israeli withdrawal from the territory. The plan, which was recently touted by President Donald Trump as a breakthrough towards ending the conflict, calls for a phased withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza alongside the disarmament of Hamas. However, Netanyahu has made it clear that Israel will not accept the plan, stating that the country's military will not withdraw until Hamas is completely disarmed. He emphasized that this means not just heavy weapons but all weapons, and that Israel is talking about genuine disarmament, not a fictitious one. The rejection of the plan comes after months of growing tensions between the White House and Israel's leadership over Iran, and it is likely to have significant implications for the region. Hamas, on the other hand, has said that it remains committed to the plan, which reflects a sense of national responsibility in consideration of the interests of the Palestinian people. As the situation continues to unfold, we'll be keeping a close eye on developments and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. It's a complex and sensitive issue, and we'll strive to provide balanced and fair coverage. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We are continuing our coverage of the latest news stories from around the world. In our previous segment, we explored a thought-provoking topic, and now we're shifting gears to bring you an update on a significant development in the realm of international crime. Daniel Kinahan, the alleged leader of the Kinahan cartel, is being extradited from Dubai to Ireland, where he will face charges of directing organized crime. This marks a major milestone in the efforts of Irish authorities to bring Kinahan to justice, following years of investigations and diplomatic negotiations with the United Arab Emirates. The extradition process was made possible by a new permanent treaty between Ireland and the UAE, which came into force last year. Kinahan's associate, Sean McGovern, was previously extradited under a special arrangement and has since been sentenced to 24 years in prison for his role in the cartel's activities. Kinahan is expected to appear before the Special Criminal Court in Dublin, where he will face charges related to his alleged involvement in organized crime. A significant security operation will be in place to escort him from the airport to the court and subsequently to Port Loise prison, a maximum security facility where he will be held until his trial next year. Irish authorities have been praised for their determination and cooperation with international partners in tackling organized crime. The Taoiseach, Michel Martin, has paid tribute to the Garda Síochána and successive ministers of justice for their efforts in this area, highlighting the importance of global partnerships in combating international criminal activity. As we continue to follow this story, it's essential to recognize the complexities and challenges involved in bringing individuals accused of serious crimes to justice. We will provide updates on Kinahan's case as more information becomes available. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I want to bring to your attention a pressing concern that's been making headlines lately: the U.S. weapons crunch. The ongoing conflict in Iran has depleted key U.S. stockpiles, raising questions about readiness in other regions. According to reports, the Pentagon is urging defense companies to accelerate weapons production to replenish dwindling supplies. The situation is particularly dire when it comes to Patriot missiles, with estimates suggesting that at least half of the U.S. stockpile has been used in the Iran conflict. This has led to tough choices over supplies for allies, including Ukraine, which is heavily reliant on U.S. military aid. The shortage has sparked concerns about the ability of the U.S. to respond to emerging threats and maintain its military presence globally. The Pentagon's push to ramp up production comes as lawmakers debate President Trump's request to substantially increase defense spending. A proposed defense budget of $1.5 trillion has been met with resistance from some lawmakers, highlighting the challenges of balancing military needs with fiscal constraints. As the U.S. navigates this complex situation, it's essential to consider the broader implications for global security and the role of the U.S. as a military power. The shortage of critical weapons systems underscores the need for a robust and resilient defense industrial base capable of meeting the demands of a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.